Hey guys, I just wanted to share a quick case study with you guys that I did for Dora's Residential Care. So I was basically working on a project to help them automate some of their operations. Essentially, they had a bunch of manual processes and tracking behaviors manually, and then also reporting things manually, which creates a lot of human error. They also didn't have a very big budget, so they couldn't really afford like large commercial software. So I had to basically find a viable solution that was going to work for them. So I decided to use Google Suite and Google Suite's products. So I replaced their paper system with the form you guys see here on the screen. I basically just mimicked everything that they were already tracking, added it to this form, basically decided which fields are going to be required, which fields were not going to be required, and essentially produced the form. After a few iterations, we finally landed on this version, which tracks everything that they needed to track. Everything that's being tracked here in this form, as you all know, if you work with Google Sheets or Google Forms, it's stored in a Google Sheet. So that Google Sheet is here. This Google Sheet has a bunch of also custom tabs and reports that I created on this particular tab. They're all powered by the form. Um, I stripped out all of the data that's here present because I didn't want to risk anything that could violate HIPAA. So everything here is kind of a stripped down, bare bones version. There's a weekly tally, there's a monthly report, and there's bi-weekly reporting. That's all built into this tab. I also had to teach myself how to use JavaScript again. So that's one of the things that were kind of a struggle to me because I hadn't written anything or coded anything since 2013. So I had to reteach myself how to code, and then from there, after I taught myself how to code again, I was able to basically use ChatGPT to speed up the process. But after I was able to basically reteach myself how to code again using ChatGPT, I was able to also notice that ChatGPT spits out a lot of code that's not right. So you shouldn't blindly trust it if you don't have a technical background. You want to have someone with a technical background to help you kind of sort through the code and work through it. ChatGPT code that I've actually used and had to work through was pretty bad, but essentially it was able to give me a pretty good start. And so all that code is saved here in these two files. Um, a lot of code to basically rebuild and generate these reports if they're ever broken or destroyed, to update any sort of weekly reports on this tab. Took a lot of time. However, it took about 20 total hours of work. Took me several hours of learning time, but I didn't feel comfortable charging the client for my learning time, so I really realistically only charged them for the work that I did in terms of me manually having to code and testing out designs and putting the whole report together. Um, so yeah, I think this is definitely a really good case study. I will put a link below the video. If you have any sort of projects that you're working on or operational things that you need to have automated that may be more complex than this, or maybe just as simple as this, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm more than welcome to help you guys, automate those processes.